Over to you.
That's I do it for half.
Listen, I can't get discipline out of my military guys. I got to give you your introduction. His bravery and leadership on the front lines was featured in the film Black Hawk Down.
These people, they have no jobs, no food, no education, no future. I just figure that, we have two things that we can do. We can either help or we can sit back and watch country destroy itself on CNN. Right?
I don't know about you guys, but I was trained to fight. You trained to fight, Sergeant?
Well, I think I was trying to make a difference.
That was before Fox News. From the battle lines to now battling for the benefits back at home, you got Sergeant Matt Eversmann is teaming up with Congressman Duffy to help veterans get treatment for hearing loss. Now, think about it. Loud noises, firefights, that's where the hearing is very susceptible. Welcome to both of you guys.
Thanks, Brian.
All right, and first off, how did you get alerted to Matt's situation?
So Matt came into my office and was talking about hearing aid issues with our veterans. And I'd been hearing stories from back at home of just the backlog of veterans who wanted to go in with hearing issues, meet audiologists, get hearing aids, and then get them tweaked. And it wasn't working for them. The backlog was huge. And we were talking about that because he has, from theater, hearing issues as well.
Matt, it really started with you with Black Hawk Down, in Somalia?
It did. It's an unfortunate result of exposure to loud noises, which, as you can imagine, battlefield is a really, really loud place. And my hearing loss started on the afternoon of October 3rd, 1993, and it hasn't gotten any better since.
So you have a ringing in your ear as well?
I do. I do. Both ears. High-frequency hearing loss, a degenerative affliction that makes normal living and daily life and social things miserable.
Right. So, Congressman, you had to pick up the process, right? It means that you have to get it, you got to get diagnosed, and then you got to go back and get it adjusted. And with the way the VA goes, this could take way too long.
So one of the problems is they only use audiologists, and they're used for. We only use these audiologists for the serious problems. But once you get the hearing aids, you have to go back to the audiologist, and it creates this huge backlog. You can just use hearing aid specialists, tweak these hearing aids once they get them, make them work, and get them back on the street so they can hear. And listen, it's wrong that you have American heroes like Matt who have hearing issues, and they can't get it addressed in the VA. It's absolutely wrong.
So your piece of legislation doesn't say go hire a private contractor. It says hire more audiologists and put them in the VA system. Are you concerned that's going to get backlogged?
No. What we do is say, listen, audiologists we can hire more, but let's take the workload off them and hire hearing aid specialists so they can do some of the tweaks and the fittings on the hearing aids, so we can free up this timeline. And so you can either hire them in the VA or you can contract with them. You're not mandated, but you're allowed to do it.
And Sergeant, this happens to more than just you.
Oh, it does. You do the numbers of servicemen and women that have deployed in the last 13 years, close to 2 million. You figure it's got to be half at least that have some kind of hearing loss. It's a sizable demographic that really needs to be addressed.
All right, so let your congressman know and support your legislation. This should be Democrats and Republicans getting behind you.
Absolutely. It's wrong that we should have this backlog. Let's get it addressed.
And know what's wrong? Josh Arnett, not nearly as good looking as you.
There's a lot of 15-year-old girls.
In the movie. Come on, man. You were not done correctly.
I know. 15-year-old girls' hearts break all the time when they meet me in real life.
He's way better looking.
Sergeant Matt Eversmann, thanks for your service, and you too.
Thanks, Brian.
Congressman Duffy, always working hard for the veterans. I appreciate it.